Welcome to Eventful Turkey, part of the Eventful World 2026 series by EventCR, covering 249 destinations where live events define the travel experience. I'm Host A, here with Host B, and we are bringing you this explainer to highlight the destinations that truly matter.
Okay, let's jump right in. Picture this. It's 1745 on a September evening. The very last ferry from Kadikoy is docking at Eminonu. The air is absolutely electric. You can smell the sea salt, and the anticipation, it is just off the charts. Why? Because 40,000 runners are already picking up their bibs for the Istanbul Marathon. Get this, it's the only race on Earth where the start gun fires on the Asian continent and the finish line sits right across the Bosphorus in Europe. Whether you're a traveler hunting once-in-a-lifetime experiences or an event planner looking for your next destination, Turkey has something extraordinary waiting.
And you know, the infrastructure itself is basically living history. Fast forward to June. Imagine being right inside the Hagia Irene. It's this breathtaking 1600-year-old Byzantine church. Stage riggers are literally in there building out massive lighting and sound systems for the Istanbul Music Festival's opening concert. Just imagine sitting there. You feel the cool historical stone, and you're listening to classical performances directly under a 6th century dome that has stood through empires. You simply cannot replicate that kind of acoustic or historical atmosphere anywhere else. Let's switch gears completely and keep that sensory energy high. We're heading over to Edirne in late June for the Kirkpinar Oil Wrestling Festival. Now, this is pure visceral heritage. Picture thousands of spectators watching wrestlers, entirely doused in olive oil, grappling under the hot summer sun. This is the world's oldest continuously running sporting event. It's been going strong for over 660 years. The rhythmic beating of the traditional drums, the sights, the sounds, the sheer physical intensity of the whole thing, it is completely unlike anything else on the global sports calendar. And that actually perfectly sets up the sheer scale of Turkey's historical venues. Also in June, down in Antalya, you've got the Aspendos International Opera and Ballet Festival. Think about this. You're sitting in a 2nd century Roman amphitheater that holds 15,000 seats. The acoustics of the opera echo beautifully off this massive stage wall that has stood for nearly 2 millennia. Honestly, you can't just read about this stuff, you absolutely have to experience it live. Right, so now if you're an event planner or DMC, here's what makes Turkey compelling as a hosting destination. Turkey manages to balance this massive appeal with unbelievable commercial leverage. On one side, Turkey scores a 92 out of 100 on Global Visitor Poll. It's already one of the most visited countries in the entire world. But then, on the flip side, you have the financial edge. Delegate costs run 40 to 50% below Western European alternatives. That is a massive cost advantage for event tourism, all without sacrificing a single ounce of premium quality. And let's look at the hard numbers actually backing up this event tourism ecosystem. We're looking at a country with active programming spread across 132 host cities. Getting there is completely seamless thanks to 56 international airports. This is anchored by the massive Istanbul airport, which is designed to handle a staggering 200 million annual passengers. For accommodations, we're talking an estimated 550,000 hotel rooms across the country. And when it comes to massive conventions, purpose-built venues like the Istanbul Congress Center and the ICAC provide absolutely world-class capacity. So the really crucial point here is that these signature moments we've been talking about, they aren't just local community festivals.
Exactly, Host A. They are exportable cultural IPs. These are high-yield, deeply authentic properties that destination management companies and tour operators can package into premium, globally marketed travel products.
Take this incredible technological IP as an example. Every September, Istanbul hosts TechnoFest. Now, this isn't just some regional tech show. It is the world's largest aerospace and technology festival by attendance. We are talking about an estimated 1.5 million visitors. I mean, just let that number sink in for a second. 1.5 million people showing up for drone racing, aviation shows, and cutting-edge tech exhibitions. It's an absolute powerhouse on the event calendar. But Turkey also balances that massive modern scale with deeply sensory heritage IP. Let's move to December, over in Konya, for the Mavlana Festival. This commemorates the spiritual legacy of Rumi. Across 10 days, visitors witness the mesmerizing whirling dervish semi-ceremonies. You hear the rhythmic chanting echoing through the halls, all leading up to Sebi Arus, his wedding night with the divine. It is this profoundly moving, authentic experience that draws travelers from all over the world who are seeking genuine cultural depth.
In credit where it's due, Turkey's tourism and culture authorities have invested heavily in positioning these events on the global stage. Organizations like Go Turkey and the ICVB, that's the Istanbul Convention and Visitors Bureau, have been incredibly instrumental in building this readiness. Because the reality is exactly this. When governments treat event tourism as a national asset, destinations transform. If Turkey just moved up your bucket list, well, it should. Pick one event, book the flight, and experience it live. Life is way too short for secondhand experiences. And if you're a DMC, tour operator, CVB, or event planner, Eventzer Intelligence maps 249 destinations, their event calendars, venue infrastructure, and tourism readiness scores. We help you identify exactly which events to package, which destinations to pitch, and which cultural IPs to import or export. Engage Eventzer Intelligence at eventzer.com. We turn destination data into commercial opportunity.
This has been Eventful Turkey.
From the Eventful World 2026 series by EventCR.
Experience it live.